Well, the geese are on the move. It's fall. I'm Clay Riggs with Living on the Outside YouTube channel. Today we're going to be hiking and climbing Sugarloaf Mountain in Heber Springs, Arkansas. And Smokey better be proud of me because today we're hiking to see one of his abandoned fire watch towers in Calico Rock, Arkansas. That right there is Sugarloaf Mountain. And here's our parking spot. Oh, beautiful morning. Probably 60 degrees, something like that. Oh, it's beautiful out here. You can see the fall colors are really starting to pop out. Bleep, bleep. Got water and bear spray. I don't think any bears have ever been spotted here, but it never pays to be underprepared. You can mountain bike here. This is pretty neat. Really a beautiful trail for biking. Oh, look at these. We're gonna take the Summit Trail. Hear those geese. That means it's fall. And these trail systems took 10 years to complete. Yeah, it'd be pretty hard to get lost on this trail. There she is. It is 690 feet tall and topped with an Atoka formation. This is the Atoka formation right here. Starts here, there's the top, which is just the layers of sandstone, siltstone, and then shale. You can kind of see the layering in it. A little bit steep, as you can tell. It's really neat. Yeah, cracked right there. That is directly above me. Howdy. Let's go this way first. It overlooks the town. There are really neat formations in this mountain. It's like a little crack. I feel like Dory and Nemo, Dory and Marlin going through the trench. Alright. This is not for claustrophobic people. You can really easily see the layers. I think this would be shale. Oh, look at that view. That is really pretty. Not for the faint of heart. Wow. Find the little flowers everywhere you are. You got to be really careful because you can see how loose this shale is, and if you step on it, you can very easily slip. You can see the ridge line coming down right there. I hope that ledge right there doesn't come falling down on me. Now let's see if we can get to the top of this thing without breaking our neck. Group of squeeze here. Don't fall backwards. Don't fall backwards. All right. You can see we're at the tree line level. Any snakes? Thank you. I don't know what to do. Right. Almost. Ah, my foot stuck. There it goes. Whoa. See a log got stuck there. Let's hope we don't get wedged there with that log. I would hate to be known as the fossil of Sugarloaf Mountain. Oh, we're at the top almost. Place my water here. Clunk. Just don't look down. And we're at the top. Don't fall down there. Danger, danger, danger. Oh wow, that's pretty. That's a Arkansas State University down there, they bought, I think, 214 acres at the base of the mountain. There are a few trees up here. I am not one to walk up to the edge and look over. Ooh. So I'm going to stay right here and extend this selfie stick so that y'all can look over. Now up here you really got to watch, because this stuff right here is really slick. Wow. Even better up here. Now Sugarloaf Mountain got its name from the early settlers, and they thought it looked like the loaves of unrefined sugar that they ate. So the town was originally named Sugarloaf, but it later got named to Heber Springs. It's also been used as a survey mark for, in 1918, the surveyors from the Louisiana Purchase, they mentioned Sugarloaf Mountain. Going back down, they say, is the most dangerous. Well, it's been pretty, but we got more adventures to go on, so let's go. There. Ooh. All right. Now, there's the real deep crevice. Right up there. On this side of the mountain, we can do this. And climbing back up may prove itself rather difficult. Well, at least we don't have as much gear as we had last time. Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna run over here for old time's sake. Arthur! Arthur! Arthur Hawthorne! Mr. Douglas! Over here! Hold on! I'll be right there, Arthur! Oh, good. This is where my sister and I filmed the mountain rescue of Arthur Hawthorne. But what people don't know, or they're not supposed to know, is you can walk right down to the bottom here. Mr. Douglas! Yeah, just like that. Ooh, ouch. Ooh. If you're really hungry, if you're out in the wilderness and you run into a pine tree, you can peel it back to the inner bark, and you gotta watch out for ponderosa pines, and there are certain pines that you can't do this. But I've done it before, and you can eat the inner bark, but it's got a real strong flavor to it. Takes a little getting used to. It's also good for your breath. You know, it's not food, water, shelter, and breath. If you're in a group and you're all lost together, it kind of helps keep the group together, you know. I mean, one person with bad breath can just make a whole group go mutiny. I've seen it happen multiple times. It gets ugly. Hey, let's run down this trail, because we've got some more interesting things to do. So, let's go. Follow me. Chipmunk. That's neat. If you ever see these, they're sap wells. And you can see right here where there's a little bit of sap in there. There are a lot of them on fruit trees, but a sapsucker will come in and make those sap wells. I'll drill the hole, and then they will leave, and then the tree will automatically fill those holes up with sap, trying to heal itself. And so then the sapsucker will come back in, lick up the sap or any bugs that get stuck in it. Those sapsuckers open up a lot of food revenue for, you know, the other animals in the wilderness. I think even like chipmunks and squirrels will go over there and lick a little bit of the sap up, but it's a real good food for high energy, and amazing when you look into how these ecosystems work together. It's just all for God's glory. It's amazing. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of good at Elvis. collar going on here. Don't want people telling all the Elvis fan groups that Elvis is still alive because, you know, they saw me walking. I hate it when that happens. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is really neat. There are only 3 suspension bridges like this in Arkansas, and this is one of them. It was built in 1914, and it was destroyed in 1982 by a flood. You can tell just how high the water had to get. It's way down there. The cable and the original piers held fast, and so they were able to rebuild the bridge and keep the cables and the concrete pilings. You can feel it swaying as you walk across it. Ought to be interesting driving across it. We survived! Woohoo! Blanchard Springs Recreation Area. Oh, that's nice. There it is. You know, according to evolution, these took millions of years according to evolution, these would have taken millions of years to form as water slowly seeped into the ground and then dissolved the limestone and then slowly washed that away. But according to my point of view, which is a creation and the global flood, it would have been highly acidic water. It would have been pressed upward from underneath. That water being pressed upward would have forced its way out and carved out these limestone caverns at a high rate of speed. It makes more sense to say that these were done at a faster rate of speed because, according to evolution, these stalactites and stalagmites form over millions of years over the, the slow dripping of and the building up of sediments. But we have found bats, dead bats, that have caught on top of a stalagmite, which is coming upward, and then it has been buried by stalactite drippings. By judging that using observational science, we know that stalactites and stalagmites were formed at a high rate of speed. This limestone is a good place to search for fossils too. Yeah, there's some. Now these right here, they're sea lily fossils. They grow in rings, and those rings are preserved through fossilization. It's pretty fun hunting for fossils. Sea lily fossils are pretty common around here. Well, that's pretty neat. The bat droppings and dead bats that decompose inside the cave make for really rich water. So it's really fertile when it comes out, but it also makes it unsafe to drink. You know, evolutionists say that fossils take millions of years to form. Now, from what we've seen, like those sea lily fossils, plants can be very hard to fossilize, because they're soft-bodied. But from what we've seen, is it has to be done through a cataclysmic event. And it needs to be done rapidly, they need to be buried, and it needs to exclude any scavengers, anything that will decompose the plant life. What we found are jellyfish, fossilized, which are, extremely soft-bodied. But these are fossilized, I believe, through Noah's flood. Fossilization does not take millions of years. But we found fossilized cats, fossilized teddy bears. Fossils can be made in days in laboratories, but they can be made in, within a year, just outside of laboratories. We just see fossilization happening so rapidly that there is no evidence for it taking millions of years to form. If you like going on adventures like this, but I don't know, they're hard to find, or you never heard of this place, so where do you go to locate good places to hike? Check out my brother's website. It's called letsdadventure.com. He's got loads of places just like this. This is actually one of them. But he's got a page on his website that will help you locate places just like this, and loads more stuff. I mean, it's just interesting things to do, fun things to do, just exciting places to go all over America. If you're a dad and you like the outdoors, or if you're a dad and you're looking for hobbies and things to do with your kids, check out his website, letsdadventure.com, and while you're there, check out his book. It's called Let's Go on a Dad Venture. It's got 375 adventures, hobbies, and family games. He put a lot of work into it. It's got 153 pages packed full of things you can do with your kids, things you can do with your families, adventures, road trips, how to plan them, how to budget them. It is absolutely amazing. And it will help you get started with doing these adventures with your family. Let's go on a dad venture. Oh, it's a pretty trail. Going a little bit off the beaten path here. Get down to the mill trail here. Looks like something from a World War II movie. There he is. Now all we have to do is go up there and get it.
Well, if you don't mind the impertinent observations, Colonel, that idea sounds about as good as your last one.
I told you, that was a tactical miscalculation.
Coming up here without any weapons got us here faster, but it sure didn't help none when we ran into the enemy.
Look how that just perfectly frames that waterfall. A man named Mitchell built this mill in 1900. It ground corn and ginned cotton until 1928. And then Mr. Mitchell, he passed away, and his family sold it to the Forest Service. Then in the 1940s, the CCC started putting in these iconic CCC rock foundations and rock walls. But the CCC was disbanded due to World War II before they could finish. So here it is, as far as the CCC got. They were trying to get it working again, but didn't end up working out. You can tell where they put in that second story by those holes there they left for putting in the beams for the floor. It's a little over a mile down there, and it's really neat. It's a fire tower. We've been climbing for a while. We should be getting close. That's the second gate I had to cross. They close it off to vehicles for soil and wildlife protection. Really neat. And they bloom yellow. What a view! What a view! Something else. That house. There's the tower. There's the watchman's house. And there's his cellar. Alright. There it is. Just the hill alone is 1,150 feet in elevation. Wooden steps. And the yellow jacket nest, what do you know? Ah, my respect for heights is returning. Wow, that is really, really pretty. All these houses were built in 1937 when it was in use at the time. Oof. Well, that is really neat. But there's some tape here, so I don't know if you're allowed to go in. Hang that back up. There's a million wasps halfway up, and then I can see them swarming at the very top. Let's see if we can make it back down. Well, it's 2 o'clock and I am starving to death. We need a little bit of butter in here. Right there. Remove it from the heat. Add in about a tablespoon of flour. Stir out all the lumps. Then we add in 2 cups of tomato juice. And then return it to the heat, and you salt it to taste. And you do it until it's just about to boil, and then you take it off. You don't want it to really hit a boil. Or take it off the heat and let it cool for about 10 minutes. Ooh, it looks good. Close it off. Get yourself a stick. And back to this, stir in about a cup of milk. Oh, this is number 8. Oh, that is so good. That is hard to beat right there. Just onion and garlic bread, mozzarella cheese, tomato soup. Oh, that was so good. Made a little bit too much soup. I'm just gonna pour it in my cup here. I can drink it later. All right. Did you know there's a ghost town in Arkansas? Let's check it out. In the 1900s, this East Calico was a thriving little town, but it got to be known as a rough frontier town due to the knifings, shootings, and killings that took place right here on Pepper Sauce Alley. Called Pepper Sauce Alley because of the bootleggers selling their products right here on the Pepper Sauce Alley, it's what they used to call moonshine. East Calico got going pretty well because it was right on the river, and it's right here by the railroad, and they had zinc mines and cotton, so it was a thriving little town. You can see that trestle over there. It was built in 1941 by local area men. The old jail in here, they say any given Saturday night there could end up being like 20 people locked up in here because it was such a dangerous town. And you can see just how narrow their windows are. This end of town closed for various reasons. The cotton gin closed, and then farmers moved away. So it just kind of up and died out. That's the old mortuary there. Jennings Mortuary. You stab 'em, we slab 'em. Catchy. There's the old cottonseed shed, the old gin, and the old feed store. That's pretty neat. Well, I think every town has their Jesse James legend, but so does Calico Rock. According to the legend, Jesse James, they sold $32,000 from a stagecoach south of Hot Springs, and there's a legend that he buried that treasure somewhere around here in Calico Rock. Really neat. Well, that was a lot of fun. And if you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you'd consider liking and subscribing. We're getting this off the ground, so it would sure help if you'd like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. And Lord willing, I will see you in the next one.
My name's Sleuth Johnson. I'm gonna give you a tip. I don't want this to get around, but you look like a nice person. You want to see more videos like this? You hit the like, you hit subscribe, and I'll let you know when a new one comes out.